Unbreak marketing. Number 6. So what's broken? Speed to publish web content. You can know this is broken in your marketing engine when it takes your team a long time to publish anything online or even to make changes. When your team has to wait on other teams to do even small things, or your team's tech stack is complex and not easy to learn. This is very, very common, and it's sad to me how many marketing teams simply accept this and think that they can't change it because perhaps they're saddled with certain technology, or they have certain policies in place where they have to depend on other teams within their company. Either way, the result is it takes a long time to do anything. So what is the cost of this to your team? So the amount of content you can produce is greatly reduced. You also lose the ability to react quickly to opportunities and threats. The worst part is your team is going to skip doing good things because there's just too much of a backlog of essential things that need to get done. And so you're going to miss out on some of the breakthroughs and the content that could really help you. Why is this worth solving? First, if you are able to reduce the amount of time it takes your team to publish content by, say, 50%, they can create twice as much content in the same amount of time. You've just cut your costs in half and doubled your output. Changes in software and procedure can often reduce production times by 4 or 10 times. Over months and years, this is huge. So how can this be solved? First, have your team track how long it takes them to produce content. Then have your team identify bottlenecks where the most time is lost. Third, as a team, look at solutions to those bottlenecks and then implement one. Track how long content production is improved, and then weigh the potential efficiency versus the solution cost over time to choose if more needs to be done. So to give you an example of the difference this could make, I've seen teams where it took them 2 months to make a change in some content, to maybe go in and revise a page or publish a new page because they had clunky, complex software, because they had processes that made them go through several teams who didn't necessarily have a need to be quick in turning it around. And all of that slowed down the content production time tremendously. And it really hurt their ability to succeed and even compete against their competitors with process like that. And the bigger your organization is, the more likely that this is a problem. But even in small organizations I've been in, sometimes there's a technology that locks you out as a marketing group from publishing your own content quickly. Look in your organization, see if this is a problem, and then gather together to start seeing how big of a problem it is, because that's the key to getting the resources necessary to change it. If your tech stack, for instance, is the cause behind the majority of your slowdowns, it may be very expensive to change out that stack. But to get buy-in from other people who are a part of putting that stack together, you're going to have to show how much cost it is costing your team. First of all, go ahead and track how long it takes. Then look for where those bottlenecks are, where that time is lost. As a team, as you come up with a solution, you're going to find you'll get buy-in from everybody. If you come up with a solution on your own and then try to impose it, much, much harder to change processes, to change tech stacks when it's just your solution. But when everyone feels like they have buy-in, it's easier to make those changes. So now you know how to identify when this is broken in your tech stack or in your processes and how to fix it.